They say life on the farm is hard but honest work. But in Common Ground World, we farm for a greater cause, saving the planet one soil patch at a time. Build an eco-friendly town, leveraging regenerative agriculture and recover valuable soil. Compete in weekly competitions to earn great prizes. Get rewarded for helping to support our ecosystem and your fellow farmers. Eager to learn more? Well, head on over to Gala Games and start playing now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Oh man, happy Yeehaw Friday. How's everybody
Yeehaw Friday.
doing? How you doing,
Doing
Rena?
great, Volcron. Hey.
Yeah, very good.
Farmer Michelle.
Hey.
Well, good morning. It's another town hall. We've been doing these for about 2 years now, right? Almost.
Yeah.
Every Friday, sometimes on Discord as of late. We've been doing, I don't know, for 7 months now or something on YouTube. So if you're on there and you're listening, or if you're in Discord, open our link on YouTube and like and subscribe. That way, you know, if you turn on notifications too, when we start these. It's pretty cool. And we always post the links in Discord as well. So let's see, who do we have? We have Mr. One Odd Gent, Dubstep Rod, Edie Lugs, Toddy, LV Postman. Oh, Nacho G, good morning. Grok this. O-Town. Oh man, everybody's coming out. Lazy Lumberjack. Got some amazing memes coming in. Ultimate Warrior from Gangbuster. Truck Tonka. Oh man, it's good to see you guys. Still haven't seen Dash Riprock yet, but maybe
I'm sure he'll show up.
Yeah. He's gonna say you're late, Volcron, but we'll get to that. So what are we gonna go into first, Farmer Michelle? Do we have some links to share with people, or
Yes, we do. Are you
Say,
sharing the question
fill
form?
this out every
Yeah.
week? When you have questions, you can fill this form out, and we look at it on Thursday, and then we look at it again this morning.
Yep.
And we have these big old meetings where we all get together and talk about it. So your questions are heard. So fill them out.
Definitely. The more questions you answer, the more questions we ask, or the other way around. So the more questions you ask, the more we answer.
That's right. Well, let's jump into headlines. What about rewards?
This week we sent out rewards for the bicycle event. We did also update the leaderboard document because I know the one in the game was showing some weird data. If you haven't seen it, let me share that link for you so you can check it out. It's right there. It's on in the FAQ channel. It always lives there, so that's where it'll be. And that's the final leaderboard, and those rewards did go out.
Yeah,
Nice.
I will try to send the mirror competition rewards today, so keep posted on your inventories.
Woo!
It's awesome. Well, Mr. Riant.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this would be a section for Farmer Michelle. Either one of you. How about the light paper? What's the status with that?
It was finally released. The V1 version of the
Yes.
light paper can be found in the newsroom of Gala News, right? It's a preliminary version, and we are working right now in the V2 version, which includes the final numbers for daily challenges.
Nice.
Yes. So keep posted.
That's great. I know we've been telling people we're really working on it. We swear it was just hung up in legal for the longest time, and happy to get that out there. Oh, thanks for the link,
Definitely.
Farmer Michelle.
Got you.
All right. Well, that's great news. And any warnings before we move on to game updates, Farmer Michelle? Anything players should
Always
be careful of?
careful from scammers. They're definitely out there. I still continue to get DMs from people wondering if I've DM'd them from a different account, and I definitely haven't. So if anyone is DMing you pretending to be Farmer Michelle or any other staff member, it's not us. We don't send DMs first. Make sure you're careful of the links you're clicking in Google. If you're searching for Gala Games, it's probably not the best idea to do it that way anyway. Just save it to your bookmarks so you don't have to worry about it.
Awesome.
Don't give anyone your password. Don't give anyone your seed phrase. Definitely not your seed phrase. Just be careful.
Yeah, great advice all around. Well, you know what? Normally my game updates are a little verbose, and I go into we did this, we did that, whatever. I'm just going to give you the headline. Big one is guilds are going live today. So I hope,
Today,
yes,
finally.
It's been a long feature. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. We did our final full team playtest earlier this week. It was awesome. You know, I hope everybody enjoys it, and I could hear the tangible excitement in Mr. Starlos's voice. I don't know if you guys remember him from a previous AMA, but yeah, we're excited. And just a word, we know that it's software, so inevitably players will find bugs that devs and QA and our team didn't find. As far as we know, we are shipping this with only the most minor corner cases of bugs. So if you find any, message me on Discord. I'm Volcron. Fill out our form, whatever. Go through, contact CS, and just let us know. So we want to get this out the door and make it a really awesome experience for you. Next up, game updates for network and disconnect problems. Fix went in for that last Friday. It's been tested throughout the week, and we're happy with it. So we're going to let that go live today. We're going to keep an eye on the error logs and everything to make sure the disconnects are going down, if not completely stopped entirely. So good news on that front too. And let's see. Speed run to find the bugs. Thank you, Dubstep. Let's...
Hey, I really wanted to thank the engineering team. They really made this feature with a lot of love. It's really good. Cool. So go out and join a guild.
Oh, absolutely. We don't have, that's a great point. We don't have a guild search built into this. So we're relying on you guys to communicate with people via Discord and whatever social media to advertise your own guilds. Of course, the player search is built into the game. It's a really awesome feature. We're going to use it for other stuff in the future. But yeah, enjoy. Let's move on to Mayhem. Do you have any updates on that, Rehant?
Yeah, so the mirror competition ends in an hour, I think. Only 500 places, and everybody who sells at least 10 mirrors will get a turkey skin NFT. So congratulations to everybody. That is the best of the best. We read your feedback about this kind of events. It's really appreciated. And next week, the wine case competition comes on with 2,500 seats, just like the first week of Mayhem. And the arcane ring sale will be happening next Tuesday. And the final week of Mayhem will feature the first skill competition. So we'll be keeping you posted about the reward structure and the rules and how to play with guilds and how to join one, and overall FAQ of the guilds feature.
Awesome. Well, that's exciting. Well, let's move on to our Q&A. Our first one is for Farmer Michelle. This is about a best of the best competition. They wondered if the water pump bug was fixed. And they also wondered, if I find a cheat, should I use it or should I not use it?
You should definitely not use it if you find a cheat. I mean, it's not the nicest way to play the game. If you find an exploit, let's report it. Send someone a DM, report it in the bug reporting channel. Let us all know what it is, and definitely don't use it. I did check with QA to see if they could look back into it and see if it was resolved or not, because I thought it was resolved, but I mean, maybe not if people are saying that it hasn't been. So I'll just have to see what QA says and go from there. But hopefully, okay, if it is still a bug, we'll get it resolved soon. But yeah, just don't cheat.
All right. Good advice. Let's see. Our next question is, will the NFT pause feature, also known as a cooldown, after a cross account transfer, will that be active? Oh, when will it be active? Well, sometime over the next 3 months. We're introducing cooldowns for our daily challenges. We're going to give you a full rundown on why certain NFTs can earn you daily challenge points or not. And the cooldown is part of that. So if I send Farmer Michelle an NFT for any reason, whether or not I'm playing the game or I've used it or haven't used it, for daily challenges there will be a 24-hour, that's the plan right now, 24-hour cooldown on those NFTs. So plan ahead, guys. If you're wanting somebody to use a NFT of yours in a daily challenge, it's going to have to be the one after whatever one is running at this moment. We introduce it. So next one, let's see.
Oh, I can read the question. You want me to read the question?
Sure.
It says, don't close the inventory page until all the blueprints are applied. I know it's an easy UI change, but can you please implement it this time?
Yeah, that is a easy UI change. There were a couple callbacks that needed a little bit of extra work. That's why we didn't just kick it out into the wild. Dev was working on it, had to switch back to guilds to fix a bug. He fixed it, and we're going to be reprioritizing bugs like that and in UI enhancements as we move along. So, yep. Let's see. Next one. Oh, it's for you, Riant. Can node owners that are part of a guild, but they're not the guild leader, can they add their own NFTs to the guild library, or is it just the leader?
No, it's just the leader. Not yet. They cannot do that yet. For now, sharing is only for the guild leader.
Alrighty. And that'll be part of that blog with FAQs on guilds as well.
Correct.
And we are going to make it so that eventually not just the leader can stick NFTs in the guild. Next one is also for Riad. You actually get a majority of these today,
Wow.
sir.
I feel popular.
Yeah. This is for the jewelry set guild competition. They say, please consider making the rewards 50% individual and 50% guild. Total payout should be the same. Some players might not want to be part of a team. Okay. What do you think about that?
It's an interesting point, indeed. Well, the idea of this first guild competition is not only to introduce the feature, but also to measure impact or interest, participation, engagement, to boost the collaborative aspect of the game. We want you to get out, create a guild if you're a node owner, or join one and play together to get in the leaderboard. So we want to really focus on the collaborative aspect of this. After it ends, we will measure if an individual part could be inside of the reward pool. But for the meantime, we want to go out, create a guild, join one, and play together.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you feel like you need to provide more detail? Because the next question is about the upcoming guild competition. Like, what's the pool prize? What's the reward structure?
Well, we ask you to be patient on the reward structure. We will let you know with time. Yeah, we will share it soon.
Alrighty. Let's see. Here's one for me. Another question about the leaderboard. And players are saying, hey, it's kind of, you guys ask this often, and yeah, we do want to, make the leaderboard per second more accurate, right? But they're saying, is there any way that you could, update the leaderboard while they're offline as if they never left and things like that? Yeah, I mean, that's part of our back end job system, right? We look at somebody who's not actively playing, fast forward their town for them if it's an active competition, and then wait a bit and do it again. That's not done yet. That's blocked behind a couple other of our infrastructure tasks. So yep, so eventually, yes, that will be in there. Next question's for Farmer Michelle. Is there a possibility to buff the Artisan Guild from 1 passive silver copper to 2 passive silver copper, just to level the playing field with a pot of gold?
No, I don't believe there are any plans to change the Artisan Guild.
Alrighty. And next question for you. When pumpkin pie ice cream?
I don't know. I don't really like pumpkin pie ice cream.
Okay. How about another ice cream question from a player? Is vanilla ice cream the first summer meta?
It might be. I'm not sure what order ice creams might come in. We do have other crops in the game that we can do that already have ice cream flavors, like chocolate and strawberry and peppermint. So those may happen. Also, we don't have any vanilla crops in the game. Not that that means that we can't add a vanilla crop, but I don't know that it'll be the first one. But I'm sure that there will be ice cream.
Okay. Next one's for Riant. Will the soil token have the utility to be swapped for Gala?
That's a good question. Since soil is going to be an on-chain token, it will be tradable in GalaSwap eventually.
Awesome.
For any other cryptocurrency we have in GalaChain.
That's great. And our last pre-filled out form question thing for you is also for you, Riant. 2 weeks ago, this starts like an epic fairy tale. 2 weeks ago, we got rewards on a Friday, and it was really nice to have them. Can we please get them today after the competition if possible?
Yeah, it started like once upon a time. So
Yes.
I will try my best to deliver them today. I'm not sure if I'll be able to release them every Friday, but I will try because it has a process behind it. I will try my best.
That's very nice of you. He does a lot of stuff here, so I am continually impressed with Riant's speed
Oh, you're
and
safe.
attention to detail. Okay, well, live Q&A. First one I wrote down I caught was from Edie Lugs, but a couple other people asked it, so I'll repeat it. Is there a written explanation of how the guilds will work? Yep, Riant answered that. We're releasing a blog with FAQ on guilds, right?
Correct. Also with the competition details.
Okay. Next one's from Raw. An NLO person says, will there be instructions on how to make our running nodes, quote, guild nodes? You actually don't have to do any changes to your node. This is the guild feature, as long as you own the node, is entirely inside the game. So when you launch our game and you go in, you'll see the little icon, the little banner at the top. You'll be able to click it, create a guild. Maybe you'll have invites, join a guild, whatever. And yeah, it'll be all inside the game. So no need to touch your actual node software.
Yeah, it's really easy. I mean, when we did the playtest the other day, creating a guild, joining a guild, leaving a guild, all of it was super easy, really self-explanatory. The UI is done really well.
Let's see. Next one is actually it's for One Odd Gent. Maybe Riant should answer this. Why do Lucy and Sparky have identical houses?
They like to share? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a question for Leo, probably.
All right. Next one is about scheduling. When will the Crystal Sanctum be in the store, and what will be the price?
Good question. It's going to be in the last week of Mayhem so far, and the price going to be in the announcement of the week,
Cool.
including guild competition rewards.
All right. What time today are guilds being released? That's here in a few hours.
Yeah, we don't know the exact time, but I mean, usually the updates on Fridays are, within a couple of hours to 5 hours or so after the event ends. So anytime in the next, 7 hours.
Sounds good. Seeing if I missed any other live questions here.
I didn't see any other ones. I was trying to answer the ones I could answer as we were going.
Nice. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Big one from Crazy Town. Is it possible? Let me copy paste this so I can read it a little better. Is it possible to create a guild and the nodes will be joined later on? Set number only. Oh, so okay, Crazy. It sounds like you're suggesting some features here. Well, what I can tell you when you're talking about merging ones or single ones and all that, there is going to be eventually, and Riant, you're doing in more detail, but part of the game design doc we're working off of is merging or upgrading nodes. We're going to do that first with some non-node NFTs first, probably later in the year.
Yes.
And once we're sure that our upgrade system works great and everybody's happy with it, then we'll let you upgrade your guilds. So I hope that answers that. Can a node owner create a guild without making the node live? Yes. If the node NFT is in your inventory, then the game will recognize that, and you'll have the option to create a guild. Will multiple node owners be able to merge their nodes? Oh, well, I mean, I guess, like what I just said, sure, eventually, right? I'm not sure all the implications of what you're asking there, Postman, but yeah, eventually you'll be able to take your node NFT, send it to your friend. They'll be able to use it to level up their node NFT. Crazy Town, does one guild equal one single node? Yes. Nodes. Okay, Nacho G question. Here we go. Nodes have only 40 library slots. I think you mean guilds. If I have 2 nodes, does that mean I have 80 slots?
No, okay, I can answer this. So we were revisiting the amount of library slots with the team, and we figured out that considering the amount of NFTs node operators own, we decided to reduce it to 20 library slots for the first level of guild NFT. Now you can increase your library slots by upgrading your node NFT when the upgradable NFTs feature comes live. The amount that it will increase is TBD yet, but you will be able to increase it by upgrading your node NFT.
Awesome.
I see a question from Gangbuster. Says, in Guild, can I let people use NFTs on ETH chain, or do they have to be on GALACHAIN?
Oh, no. If it shows up in your inventory and it is a non-fungible token, and right now if it's a building, so not a skin, but a building, then it can go into the guild library.
So it'll have to, if it's on ETH chain, it'll have to be like an individual non-fungible token. So it won't, you'll have to have like brought it to GALACHAIN and back to ETH if you want it to be on ETH and still use it.
Thank you for that clarification. Yep. Lim Twin One, isn't Easy Dough Bakery's dough production time buff subject to review? Gee, I don't know.
I haven't looked at the Easy Dough Bakery's utility in a while, and no one's really looking at it. I'm not sure what there is to review there.
Ra has a kind of a fair point. He says, what about member numbers? If we can't combine them, there will be a bunch of miniature guilds everywhere for this competition.
Yeah, I mean, for this event, there will be lots of small guilds, I imagine. What was the max? 20 people per guild currently? So
20 people, yep.
Yep. So yeah, there'll be a bunch of 20-person teams for this competition.
Okay. Clarification from Crazy Town. Make it multiple nodes so that... Oh, I see. Yeah, that's an idea. We are going to allow multiple members to be able to contribute to the guild eventually. But you know what? That's a good point to bring up. This, you might look at this feature and be like, oh, that's all guilds will ever do. That's not true. There are 3 or 4 other tabs. When you open the UI, you'll see it today, that we're hiding. Right now it's going to be library and members, but eventually it's going to be all sorts of things. You're going to use, I don't want to get into details, but there's a lot more that guilds will be able to do than just share the NFTs. So yes, so eventually there's lots of goodies.
Dubstep Rod is asking if we can confirm that by merging nodes in the future will increase the member size, and yes, it will.
I think there's a little So, Rian, actually, I had a question for you. We were doing some reports yesterday and some stats on average number of average number of nodes.
Mhm.
Sorry, NFTs. Third try. Average number of NFTs per player. And then we looked at the mirror competition for that. Are we going to leave when we go live with this? Are we going to leave it at 20?
20 library slots. Yeah.
Okay, 20 library slots. That's what it'll go. And that's so people listening know, that's a data, that's not a code thing. So if it ends up that's too much or too little, we can change that later with a data push. All right. Well, y'all want to move on to the meta, maybe the competition info?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. What do you say, Farmer Michelle?
Yeah, so next week's meta is wine cases. That's going to have 2 Pinot Noir wines, 2 Chardonnay wines, and a wooden box. They're going to be made right in the winery and stored in the storehouse. The craft time on that is 40 seconds. It's not affected by any dirty or shady or anything because it's made right in the winery. That building's just not affected by anything. The standard values for the wine case, the cash value is 211,480, and the stars are 5,428. As we already said, the reward structure for this week is the Everybody is Welcome one. So it's going to be the top 2,500 to get Gala rewards. There's also going to be a Thrifty Winery blueprint this week in the standard structure like we normally do. So ranks 1 to 5 will get the luxury one. 6 to 25 will get the platinum. 26 to 225 will get legendary, and so on. It's all in the announcement that I made Wednesday if you want to look for it. The way that one works is that they all reduce the building materials for the winery by 40% for all rarities. So it'll cost like 3 wood, 3 lumber, and 3 energy. If it's 5, I forget. And then it'll also reduce the cash requirements by rarity as it goes down. So the luxury one will be a 40% reduction in cash cost for the winery, all the way down to uncommon, which will be a 15% reduction in the cash cost for the winery to build it in the game. And don't forget that the uncommon one, all you have to do is sell the Metacraft 10 times in order to get that. So you don't need to be in the top 2,500. Just have to sell some wine cases. The cash and star changes for this week. We've got some nerfs for cash. So wine case and glass bottles are going to be 1/4 their normal cash value. So you will also have to probably have a side cash gig going on inside your game in order to keep building up until you get probably close to the end and you've got enough cash built up. So wine cases are going to only be worth 52,870, and glass bottles are going to be worth 3,200. The cash boosts this week are wool yarn, iron, oak barrels, and steel. So you can build those up on the side to get your cash going. All that information with the actual numbers are right in the announcement channel. The town's got the same initial cash as normal at 2,500. It's going to be a 2 gas trade this week with 200 seconds for trade time. That's like 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So it's a pretty big trade time with a lot of gas. So prepare yourself to potentially need extra gas and more than 1 trade depot, unless you've got a UFO skin or a dragon.
Nice. All right. Mr. Riant, do we have any kind of sale going on today?
Yeah, we have 2 sales coming up. In a couple hours, the boxing facility NFT and Epic NFT will reach the store. The description reads, "Think outside the box with this boxing facility built to upgrade your box office production, featuring an expert worker who is twice as fast and charges less wages too. This NFT will reduce the crafting time for all boxing facilities, including itself, by 35%, which is unstackable with itself. And it doesn't need wooden boxes for crafts that require them. Remember that this NFT doesn't receive play and earn rewards. It's going to be $299.99 with 600 units of supply, releasing today at 11 a.m. Pacific time in a couple hours. Also, next Tuesday, we have the 100 units of our Epic Arcane Ring at $120 each, releasing next Tuesday, May 21st at 11 a.m. Pacific time as well. Remember also that today, soon, it's better to say that the Tunnel of Love NFT and the Barista Palace will be reworked and improved. So we will let you know when it happens.
Nice.
Thank you.
Question from Postman. When will the UFO skin work on boats? I don't know. Should that work on boats?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's only for the depot.
Yes, just for trade depots.
Yeah.
Limtoin. When will the June meta be shared?
Ooh. Mystery.
Let's see. Martin.
Soon.
Who has the two-tone ping ping? It's not Dub on his stream. I think that might be Farmer Michelle.
What was the question?
They're asking about your phone notifications. How do we know if an NFT is upgradable? Oh, that's a great question.
That's a really good question. So right now, only the Node NFT is upgradable. It's to be considered upgradable when the feature arrives, right? Eventually, we will start releasing upgradable NFTs. But right now, any other NFT that is currently in your inventories is not upgradable.
Alrighty. Grok, when Union Hall to train workers on order and storage to get their items? Oh, you mean like a coordinator to prevent like conga lines and things like that? I think that's what you're asking. That's an interesting idea, like having buildings that optimize or improve the AI. But I think what we want is for the workers and everything to behave perfectly all the time anyway. So yeah, there are a couple pathfinding bugs I'm sure you guys have seen, but those affect everybody evenly right now.
Hey, I gotta correct something. So I think I announced next week's sale. Coming in a couple hours, the Sommelier Vineyard, which is a legendary NFT, which will boost your wine production. It's going to. I just got this reading for the boxing facility, which is next week's. I just need 1 second.
Hey, you know what? That happens. My first 16 town halls, I Tom Hollands'd it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oops.
Just get so excited.
Right? So yeah, the Sommelier Vineyard is going to cost $349.99 with a supply of 400 units. And its ability is, I have it right here. Okay, this exquisite vineyard serves as a meeting ground for the finest minds in the world of wine. The Sommelier Vineyard functions as a winery in its own, boasting an experted vintner who works twice as fast and charges lower wages. This powerful building reduces by 2 the grapes required for all wineries, while significantly accelerating the production of Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Sangria with every winery in your town, including itself, which is non-stackable. That's the correct one. Apologies. Well, you have the next ones too, just announced.
Awesome. Well, that sounds good. And now players have a little hint about what's coming up next. Pretty funny images coming in there. Let's see. Question from Karu Veru. So out of all the new NFTs that have been on sale, only 3 are upgradable? Question mark.
Only 3? It's just a Townstar node. Well, Common Ground node.
And the Common Ground Academy and the Town Hall are both also upgradable.
The Town Hall? I'm not sure. It's a no. It's a node, the Academy, and the composting facility, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, maybe it's the composting facility. You're right.
Yeah, I think the question might be, why not some of the other NFTs that we've sold over the years? And yeah, well, the thing about that is, you know, none of this is written in stone. This is our plan
Yeah.
right now. So
The
whatever
feature
is
is
going to,
not complete. Yeah, it's not
yeah,
designed.
it's not part of the blockchain. So it's not like it's a contract that we can never take back. This is game logic and backend server logic and data. So yeah, so don't worry about it, guys. We'll always make the best choices for the players and for the team. Zirhan, will there be a guild leaderboard? Do we have that in the game design doc? Not for this competition, there won't, because we want it to be a little more integrated into the actual game. Right now, Riant is doing all the hard work to put together the report after the competition to say, okay, what guild was everybody in? What points did everybody get and all that? We want to make that easy on him, and we want to make it visible for you guys so you can get a little bit more of that team versus team spirit in the leaderboard.
Correct.
Let's see. Oh man, I really want to do some spoilers about some of the changes to upcoming competition, but I'm not gonna do it. I see some of the comments in here and I'm like, oh, if you only knew the challenges in the future. Okay, well that was really interesting, sale and everything. You got anything else, Farmer Michelle?
Not that I can think of.
Alrighty. Well, Riant and Farmer Michelle and Volcron, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for hosting.
I'm the narrator.
Yeah, thank you for hosting.
I always love doing these town halls with you too. It's so much fun, and I hope everybody enjoys listening. If you're on YouTube, be sure to click those buttons, the like and the subscribe and the bell, and always ping us with any questions on Discord as well. We love talking with y'all. Have a great weekend.
Have a happy Friday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.